Hi, Paul here again, and welcome to episode 3, the 5 real reasons people don't buy. So if you stayed with me through episodes 1 and 2, you'll already feel a shift in how you look at your sales conversations. You'll know that better leads matter, and you'll know that without the why, nobody is emotionally ready to decide to make the buying decision. Now, episode 3 is where a lot of frustration disappears, because once you understand this, you can stop guessing, you stop second guessing yourself, and you stop taking rejection personally. And here's the truth. There are only 5 reasons that people don't buy. Not 50, not endless rejections, just 5. Every hesitation, every delay, every I'll think about it fits into one of these buckets, if you like. And once you can recognize which one's happening, the conversation becomes calm again. So let's start with the one everyone jumps to first, which is, of course, money. When someone says it's more than we expected, we need to look at our finances, most people go into panic. But here's what you need to understand. No money rarely means no money. It means most of the time value hasn't caught up with the price yet. When the why, which we've already covered in episode 2, is weak, the price feels heavy. When the why is strong, the price becomes, within reason, irrelevant. And that's why episode 2 mattered so much. If you haven't uncovered a meaningful why, money, the cost, the quote, the price becomes the easiest place for your customer prospect to hide. Sometimes, though, it really is genuinely no money, and that's okay. Not everyone is your customer. A professional doesn't chase what isn't there. They either qualify it, disqualify it, but they respect it and move on. The next reason people don't buy is need. They like the idea, but without a strong why, the problem isn't painful enough. The conservatory's cold, but still usable. The roof leaks, but only when it rains heavily. The kitchen's dated, but still functional. When there's no strong need, there's no pressure to make the buying decision. And it's your job as a professional closer to establish and cement the need with a strong why. If you haven't established a strong need, which is one of the qualification processes that haven't been met, and therefore it becomes the escape route for your ideal prospect to fall through, then there's no desire. This one's subtle. They may need the job done, but they don't want it badly enough. They haven't emotionally connected to their future. They haven't seen their future. They haven't visualized it. They haven't imagined how life improves once this is done. And this is where your why, wouldn't it be great if, that type of conversation makes all the difference. No desire, no pull. Without pull, nobody moves forward. Then there's trust. This is, if you like, the big one in home improvements. People aren't just buying a product, they're buying you. You've heard of the expression, people buy people. They're letting you into their home. They're trusting you with their workmanship. They're trusting you with your promises. They're trusting you won't disappear if something goes wrong. And if trust isn't absolutely solid, their brain slows everything down to protect them. And that's when you hear, we're getting other quotes, we want to do a bit more research. Those types of excuses. That's not rejection. That's them being cautious. And this is why we need to have worked on the prospect's why to build that trust. Trust is built by actively listening to your prospect and dovetailing your solution into their pain point without pressure, persuasion, or manipulation. And finally, there's hurry, or to be more accurate, the lack of hurry. They want the job done, but not now. There's no rush. We'll probably do it later in the year. We're just planning ahead. And where there's no urgency, delay becomes the default decision. Now, here's the most important thing to understand. Most salespeople hear hesitation and immediately start to try to handle objections. They respond with pre-written scripts. They defend with price, and they talk more. But closers do something completely different. They pause. They recognize which of the 5 reasons isn't showing up, because you can't fix what you haven't identified. Trying to solve trust issue with a discount doesn't work. Trying to solve a desire problem with more features won't work either. Trying to solve a no hurry situation with pressure just backfires. Once you know the real reason, the next move becomes obvious. And here's the shift that I want you guys to make. People don't say no to the job. They say no to deciding right now. People don't say no to the job. They say no to deciding right now. That changes everything, because now you're not trying to close harder. You're helping the homeowner resolve the one thing that's holding them back. This is where selling becomes calm. This is where confidence comes from. And this is where most objections simply disappear before they even ever get spoken. Which brings us perfectly to episode 4. Because once you understand the 5 reasons people don't buy, the next level is learning how to stop those reasons showing up in the first place. That's objection prevention, or preempting objections. Not handling objections, but preventing them before they arrive. And that's what we're going to cover next in episode 4. So watch episode 4 now.